I mean, it's a little weird. Actually, I was in Dallas last year and we played the Packers. It was a very weird feeling after being in Green Bay for 8 years. Giving everything to that organization. To play them, it was weird being on the other sidelines, but it's a new year, a different situation, and really we're just looking to go 1-0 this week.
What are your fondest memories of wearing that uniform?
I think, putting on the green and gold and running through the tunnel, and knowing the players that's come through that tunnel and the people that's played on that field. It really is hollow ground. It's really a special place. And I have some very fond memories, a lot of interaction with the fans during the game and off the field and at the grocery store. So it'll always be a special place to me.
Brandon?
Hey, Randall, what has it been from a play calling and execution standpoint that's allowed the offense to make the improvements that it's made over the past couple of weeks?
I think just what you said, the execution part of it, we've been able to execute and make plays. We're getting guys involved. I think the more we're able to spread the ball around and get guys involved, the harder we'll be able to defend. You look at the games Brandon's been able to put up these past few weeks, and, we'll continuing to make plays downfield. That's what it's all about. I think that's why we were all brought here together. I think we got to get Kenny more involved, give him more opportunities. Being able to have us all on the field and create matchup issues for defenses, it makes us hard as a unit to cover.
John?
Randall, could you talk about how well Deshaun's playing, because he's on an unprecedented hot streak for him, especially throwing the ball down the field, as you mentioned?
Yeah. I think, like I said early on in this year, it's about the chemistry that we're building. It takes time. It wasn't something that was going to happen overnight. And I think he's getting a little more comfortable with all of us and understanding the way that we move and understanding the way that we're able to get open on certain plays. And just him getting through his progression and getting to guys in different situations and scenarios, and us being able to make plays for him.
Go ahead, John, if you have a follow-up.
I do. Randall, what similarities do you see between Watson and Rodgers?
I think you talk about their escapability, their ability to make plays once they get out of the pocket. You look at just the play that we had on the touchdown that I scored in Tennessee. That's something that I've done a lot of times with Aaron over the years, and that's what you see from him. He's been able to make those plays. Deshaun's been able to make those plays. You go and watch his highlights over the past few years. He's done it time and time again. I think his understanding of once he gets out of the pocket, knowing when to run and when to throw it, because he does have the ability to run, and it puts defenses in a tough position to try to cover us downfield and also be able to protect him getting outside the pocket. I think that you look at some of those similarities between their ability to throw and to run.
Aaron Wilson.
Hey, Randall, when you signed here, they were coming off of the playoffs, and to be in this position to have the record that you have, how surprised are you that the team is in the situation it is right now?
I don't think it was anything that I could have ever imagined. Obviously, whenever I signed here, Coach O'Brien was going into his 7th, 8th year here. He's built a foundation here, and having playoff runs, I could have never imagined that things would be sitting at 1-5 and he wouldn't be our head coach right now. That's just this league, and it's part of the business. It happens, and you never know what to expect when it comes to the business side of this game.
And speaking of the business side, there's been already a lot of speculation about the trade deadline and the wide receiver core, and you guys as players that other teams might be interested in. How do you all handle that and compartmentalize as you go about your work every day, and then thinking about, are they going to call about me? Is this something that might happen? Might I have to change teams?
Yeah, I mean, you like I said, you never know. I've seen crazier things happen in this business since I've been in it. You really just got to brace yourself and wait and see what happens. I bought a house here, so I planned on being here for the long haul. So, we'll see how it all plays out. You take it day by day. I think there was some there was a conversation after practice that took place, and we'll see. I don't know what to think or what to believe. You just sit back and take it day by day and come to work and try to do your job every day.
Sarah?
Randall, you were on some really good teams when you were in Green Bay, and you've seen how hard it is to win a Super Bowl. How do you make some of these guys, maybe some of the younger guys especially, understand the urgency required for every season?
Well, I would say being in year 10, you realize how valuable each year is. And you really can't take anything for granted. And you really got to understand that every year passes very fast. And you really got to stay in the present and try to do everything you can to give yourself opportunity. And, that's why we've talked about week in and week out these past couple of weeks is it's about going to 1-0 each week. You can't really look at the big picture of the season. You really got to take it one game at a time, one practice at a time, and continue to try to get better and put a better product on the field on Sundays.
Greg Bailey?
Randall, as explosive as you guys have been these past couple of games, is it possible, given the limitations of a very limited offseason, that you guys can take this to a different level offensively with what Deshaun is capable of doing with the new look wide receivers? And if I could ask a follow-up after you're done.
I think that's the goal. The goal each week is to get better. I think we've done some good things offensively. We've continued to improve week in and week out. We've continued to be on the same page more so. But at the end of the day, it's about finding ways to win games. And whatever it takes with that, we got to find a way to make that happen.
And if I could, just learning Deshaun's tendencies, your play where you stayed alive, caught the ball at the pylon, what are you learning about specifically? You mentioned the comparison to Rodgers, but specifically the way Deshaun operates when he's under pressure and can still make plays down the field.
Yeah. I mean, that takes time. Like I said, it's about that chemistry. It's not something he's not Aaron and Aaron's not him. And I've had a lot of time with Aaron and now that I'm with Deshaun, we're building that every day in practice. We're building that every game, being able to see, when he escapes to the right, this is where he's looking to throw the ball. When he escapes to the left, this is where he's looking to throw the ball and understand that and try to get into his vision and make plays for him and give him an outlet to go with the ball.
Brandon?
Hey, Randall, what goes through your mind and what is the emotion when you get the play call that you're going to throw the ball? As a former quarterback, is there still some kind of pride in you that really wants to throw a pinpoint pass? And just what's that emotion like for you? When you
Yeah. I love that. I always thought I was going to play quarterback in the league, and things changed and I went a different route. But it definitely was fun to have that opportunity. Really was just trying to drop it in that situation, I kind of had some safety pressure coming off my face. So I kind of pulled up and just try to put it out there for Will and put it into place where either he could catch it or nobody. And unfortunately, we didn't make the connection.
Aaron?
Hey, Randall, what do you think of Jair Alexander? What have you seen from him as one of the better young corners in the league?
I think that he is a pretty exceptional player. I think the sky's the limit for him. I thought that whenever I played with him and practiced against him, he's very active. He's very handsy. He does a good job of reading routes. He's great in transition, and he's able to make a play on the ball. And you got to make sure that you bring everything you got and very technically sound when you're running routes against him.
Thanks, Randall.
All right.